Hello, collective. Welcome and welcome back. We're going to get into another love reading for the collective. This is for anyone and everyone who resonates with the message, okay? Don't bring anything into your life that does not belong. Here on the underground, we don't sugarcoat things. More than likely, the messages are going to be what's going on underneath the surface, but we're going to see what Spirit wants you to know, okay? So, y'all be sure to like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe. Hype up the video, you guys. And I hope these messages help you. Let's see what is going on for the collective when it comes to love, spirit. Guardian angels, archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors of the highest vibration. Father, Mother, God, for the collective when it comes to love. What do they need to know at this time? What do you need to know? Unappreciated, reunion, inseparable, and forgiveness. So, you guys have someone that you, at one point in your life, cared about. But this person, despite the fact that they feel really connected to you, it seems like somebody is struggling to move on from something that you quote unquote did to them. And when I say what you did to them, this could be subjective. This could be their opinion based on their perspective of the situation. This is someone who felt unappreciated by you and someone who did not feel as if you were devoting as much time, energy, effort, or emotions towards them in the situation. They felt unappreciated. They felt like you did not care about them, or that you weren't respecting their experience. However, with the reunion card and inseparable, it seems like this person feels a really strong connection with you despite whatever ups and downs that you guys go through. They feel like you guys are going to come back together at some point, or that you'll see each other again, because it kind of feels like, oh, I know I'll see collective again. But they're still struggling to work through their emotions when it comes to how situations transpire between the two of you. There's something that they're struggling to forgive you with, okay? But we have missed opportunity. This could also be someone who knows that they did not appreciate you and they did not value your presence in their life enough. And despite the fact that they see the error of their ways, they may not believe that you'll be able to get over the past, okay? Now, this could be your feelings, how I described it the first time or the second time. Just take it how it resonates. Missed opportunity says, I didn't act when I should have. Yeah, so whoever this person is, though, I feel like they feel now that they missed an opportunity with you because they were so stuck in the emotions of like their opinion, how they felt. I'm not going to say this person is self-centered, but they were being selfish in the moment, okay? And at the back of the deck, we have understanding. I see your side of the story. So do you see what I'm saying? I really feel like you guys, we're going to see what you did, what they did, and we're going to see the situation. But it feels like you guys walked away from this person, or you just didn't invest a whole lot of time and energy into someone because they weren't seeing your side. They weren't willing to compromise. They weren't willing to show any type of empathy, healthy empathy in the situation. And more than likely, that's why they feel like this is a missed opportunity. Because It's like they wanted you to understand them, but I feel like they weren't really understanding of you. And they still kind of are holding a little bit of a grudge about it because they're working on forgiveness. Whoever this person is, I feel they may have like some type of aspect in their chart or personality trait or upbringing, personal beliefs where they really need people to support them. They really need to feel support from people. And maybe you weren't going to baby them. Maybe they were being a baby. Maybe they were just being self-centered and, selfish and not thinking of how your feelings would be affected in situations. Yeah, look, 5 of Swords at the bottom. But in the near future, I feel like this person is going to see your side of the story because they're so focused on feeling like this is a missed opportunity. Okay, so what's the situation? The Knight of Wands. So this person is doing something to come towards you. They could be traveling. I don't know if this person lives in a different city, state, or zip code, or if you guys are long distance, but it feels like they're coming towards you or they're taking some type of action to follow their gut, okay? The Six of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. You're very unique to this person. They see you as very individual, very unique. I feel like this person is going to follow you or kind of like, I don't want to say they're chasing because you're not really moving. Okay. Now, this could be that they are chasing because some of you guys could be making a decision to focus your energy and your priorities on things that you feel most pertinent in your life, okay? The Star, Aquarius energy, possibly Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and maybe Taurus. But I feel like there's this vulnerability that especially the feminine energy has. There's this vulnerability here with the Star and the Queen of Wands. And I'm not going to look at the bottom of the deck yet. But the Star and the Queen of Wands is like very exposed, very vulnerable, very open. I took my cards to the little flea market shop and got them some clothes because, the stipulations and whatnot. Anywho, they're very exposed. The Queen of Wands is someone who is confident, someone who is very intuitive herself. She knows what she knows and she knows what she wants and she goes after what she wants confidently. And she's not really concerned with what other people say or how other people feel about the actions that she takes and what she wants to accomplish in life. Her hobbies are her hobbies because she enjoys them. Her career path and the choice of business that she involves herself in is her choice because that's what she believes in. The way that she chooses to talk, walk, dress, carry herself is based on her own decision to have a particular self-image and have a particular way that she shows up in her life. The Star card is inspirational. The Star card could be an influencer, a nurse, a doctor, someone who's a healer, someone who is able to kind of be what other people need them to be, but also be an individual. That's how I see the Star card. Okay? And I feel like that's describing this Queen of Wands because she's just exuding this light and this confidence that kind of propels her forward with energetic momentum. I also feel like if you are the Queen of Wands, that's what attracts this person to you because they see you as very unique. Now, the Star card in the Six of Pentacles also talks about focus. What are you prioritizing? What are you focusing on? Okay. And some of you guys could have felt like this person wasn't focusing enough on you Or you could have felt like they wanted all of your time and attention and you had other priorities realistically as an adult. So there may have been feelings of breadcrumbing. Like you may have felt like this person was breadcrumbing you at times or prioritizing other things over y'all's connection to the point where you felt necessary because of balance that you focus and prioritize on the things that need to be done in your life. And they may have taken offense to that. So it's like once the shoe was on the other foot, there could have been an issue. It could have also been a situation where this person was constantly prioritizing you, but they never had any independence or individuality of their own. And that could have been a red flag to you, or that could have been something that annoyed you. I'm getting like annoyance. Not sure. But if somebody was very clingy and they just didn't know how to be an individual or be themselves, that could have irritated you a bit. And some of you guys may be the ones who are making a decision to focus on other things and rebuild, possibly after a breakup or some type of falling out that you had with a person, because that's what you feel like you want to do in your life. If you're the Queen of Wands, you're not living your life for anyone else. You're living your life for yourself with the understanding that other people are involved, but not with any type of obligation to others. You don't want to step on other people. You don't want to cause problems, but you also aren't going to sacrifice your needs and what you want for other people to have free reign to just walk in and out of your life. That's kind of like the vibe. That's the vibe. So you made a decision. I feel like this person is also making decisions themselves. I feel like some of you guys may have just received a bonus at work or some type of increase in your finances, which is allowing you to travel, maybe take a vacation. Some of you guys may be, catching up on bills, doing some self-care, things like that. There's an investment in your healing energy or in healing yourself. There's an investment in self-care. There's an investment in your image. Some of you guys may have gotten your hair done, nails done, haircut, new outfit, facials, massages, maybe some time that you spend at the spa or whatever. But this is about overall you recharging. And that's what's attracting this person to you. Now, what did you do? 7 of Wands, 9 of Cups, the World. Y'all, you ended something with this person because you wanted to. Fixed signs on the World card: Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, Taurus, which I said here. Aquarius, I didn't say Scorpio, but I said Aries, Leo, Sag, and Taurus with the 6 of Pentacles. So a lot of you guys put up a boundary, protected yourself. You began to understand what it is that you really wanted. All 3 of these cards, you guys, are very much so, I wanted to say diplomatic. The word diplomatic popped into my mind. So whatever choice that you made, whatever boundary that you set was very diplomatic. You weren't being obtuse. You weren't being unreasonable with your decision. You made a decision from a very logical place, a place that was very balanced. And really it's a situation where this is what you felt like you had to do. You put up a boundary, you stood your ground. 7 of Wands, 9 of Cups, because you know what you want. Because now with the World card, you understand the cycle that you're in with this person. You wanted this cycle to end. You were tired of this cycle. You were tired of constantly feeling attacked and berated and, criticized by this person or by other people when you weren't actually getting what you wanted in the situation. I feel like a lot of you knew how somebody was going to react or respond because you've dealt with this before, either with them or with someone else. And with the Queen of Wands coming out and the Knight of Wands being the main card, it feels like you might be a little older than this person, or you just have more world experience possibly than this person. You may be more well traveled. You may have had, things under your belt. Like maybe you got a couple kids, or you had a marriage, or you've lived with people. Maybe you went to college and you had roommates, or you've traveled with a group or an organization or by yourself. But whatever it is, it's like you're coming out of a cycle or a time in your life that has taught you a lot, to where now you understand more about the world, or you understand more about your life, or you understand more about love. There's knowledge that's been gained. And you're very much so fixed in your energy. Your fixed signs, which is either, again, Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, or Taurus, are activated. You stood your ground and you stood on business. That's your position. And I feel like a lot of you guys didn't expect for this person to be upset. Like, I don't know what it is. We'll see what they did. I'm going to pull one more card on your side. This could have even been a situation where they ended things with you, but you didn't react. You didn't respond. You didn't expect it, but it didn't cause you to have some big blowout or crash out. Chariot, yeah. You felt called in a different direction, and because you felt called in a different direction, you had to tie up loose ends or close the doors that needed to be closed. This is major because the three major arcanas that we have kind of symbolize transition, even though it's not the death card. The world card is an ending. The star card comes after the tower, and it's like transitional and recuperative, like healing and, getting things back in order, getting things back into balance. The chariot talks about moving forward, moving on. And then sometimes the chariot can talk about like literally spirit picking you up, plucking you out of your situation and plopping you down somewhere else, because that's what needs to happen in accordance with your destiny. So it's like, I think a lot of you guys weren't going to fight what spirit was telling you or what spirit was showing you, because you've been in situations before where you didn't listen. You've been in situations before where you went against your better judgment, and you've been in situations where that didn't work out and spirit plucked you out. Cancer energy with that chariot. You were indecisive a little bit about this at some point or another. It may have been a brief moment of indecision, but there was a moment where I feel you guys weren't really sure what direction something was going to go in, and you felt kind of like drawn to make a decision. I also feel like some of you guys really could have moved or relocated. Some of you guys felt like it was the natural progression of this connection for it to fizzle out. So whether they moved, you got a new job, they got a new job, schedules changed, communication changed. I feel like you guys are in a very non-confrontational, non-controlling attitude about this connection. You're not going to fight it. Whatever the course of this connection is going towards, you are not going to fight what that is or try to control what's happening. Okay? I feel like some of you guys were kind of glad that a situation came to an end, or you had some type of closure. There may have been something that happened between you and this person that you did not expect, or there could have been some feelings and emotions that stirred up within you that caused you to have like a physical reaction that you may not have expected. But overall, I feel like you guys were pretty much prepared to let something go. And there could have been a part of you that was like caught off guard, like, damn, do I really want to let this go? But ultimately, I feel like you guys chose to say, yes, it's time to move forward. Okay. What did this person do? Ooh, 3 of Swords, Strength, 10 of Wands. Ooh, See what I mean with the forcing things, controlling things? I I feel like this person started working a lot and they started holding back. Like whatever they do for work sped up and they got really busy and they started holding back. I also feel like this person was under some heavy stress, burdens, and they were trying to work through it as best as they could, but this is a painful situation for them. This person could have also held back something that was going on in their life because whatever was going on in their life was very painful with this Three of Swords. But I feel like the fact that they thought that they couldn't talk to you is what may have pissed you off. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's like I feel like this person sees you as someone who brings some type of peace into their life. You may calm them down. They see you as very angelic, but I also feel like they were trying to control the situation or force the situation to go a certain way and it didn't go that way. So whether they purposefully held back or they purposefully like kind of orchestrated things to go a certain way and like made it so that certain outcomes happened a certain way, that backfired for sure. Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Wands. This person may have been betrayed by their family. They could have been forced to stop talking to you because of their family or like do some type of work with their family. Leo energy over here. They could feel a lot of pressure when it comes to what is expected of them by family members, friends, their coworkers, their boss. Because the Ten of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles could be their job. They could feel a lot of pressure from their job, from their, what do they call that? Work culture. Some people have a company that they work for or, a boss or a business that they work for. And because of the work culture, they're expected to be a certain way, right? So if somebody is a doctor, the work culture, there are certain expectations of them, and like a doctor's wife or a doctor's husband has to carry a certain level of class, dignity when it comes to social events. Or, like in Outlander. Y'all know I love watching Outlander. Frank, Randall, the husband that is in the future, Claire is married to him, and when she comes back from the past pregnant with another man's child, she is very outspoken. She's very opinionated as a woman, and this is back in the 1950s, and pretty much that is frowned upon because he's a professor. He's a college professor, and he's very respected in his profession. But when she goes pregnant to a networking event, luncheon, dinner party, whatever it was a school event, it was a work event. She's very opinionated about politics and what she reads in the newspaper, and now they're in the United States and she's expressing her opinions, and his boss literally like condescendingly shuts her down with what she's saying because she's so opinionated, and basically tells Frank like, oh, you need to stop letting your wife read this particular newspaper because she's getting the wrong idea. Basically like demeaning her in front of everyone. And it embarrassed Frank because it's like she wasn't playing the, stereotypical teacher's wife or housewife role. And it made him look like he was less of a man because she was more opinionated. And now I know that was back in the 50s, but that's what the vibe, I just literally went into a whole rant about this. That's what I feel like. I don't know if this person's parents, or this could even be a religious group, like somebody who grew up in the church. And because look, the cross is right here. This could be somebody who's a devout Catholic, Christian, Jew, Muslim, and whatever their religious beliefs are and whatever their parents and family believe is forced upon them. And it's like they kind of have to metaphorically castrate themselves from what it is that they really want and what it is that they're really attracted to, in order to fit into the religious culture or the belief system, family culture, or the work culture that they're involved in. And I feel like it's really painful and it's really disappointing. But it's like they either have to follow their family or follow the money. I feel like holding back from this person hurt. Holding back from you, I think they held back from you. But I feel like them holding back from you hurt them a lot. What's at the bottom? Four of Swords. So with the Star card and the Four of Swords, this person really wants to heal this connection. You guys are not talking. And I feel like you're each focusing on your individual priorities. What's the Strength? Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, whoever this was like kind of procrastinating. Or waiting until they knew what the right decision was to make. This could have also been somebody who was working a lot because they were trying to like save up money or something. But either way, it's like, I don't know if they told a lie or what happened, or they canceled on you. There was something disappointing. There was something they felt like they couldn't tell you, or something that they didn't know how to tell you. Ooh, excuse me. I feel like it was something they held back from you, or like didn't tell you in an effort to try to like control how the situation went down. And I think that's what backfired. It's like this person was doing too much to kind of like dictate and puppeteer the connection, instead of just letting the connection run its course and like allowing things to be like the way they are. What's the Ten of Wands? The Moon. Yeah, this secret, whatever they're hiding. What is the Moon? King of Cups, Cancer energy. This could be their father, their mother. King of Swords. No, it's a masculine. I feel like it was hard for this person to tell you how they felt about you. Their emotions were very submerged. King of Swords, King of Cups. This is someone who is a good communicator. Or they're very wise. They know exactly how they feel. They know exactly what they want. They don't really say it, though. In layman's terms, it's like they may use innuendos, or I don't want to say they beat around the bush, but you know how when people say things that aren't really direct, but it kind of tells you what they're thinking or how they're feeling? Because I feel like this person is afraid to just come out and like either tell you what's going on or tell you how they feel. There's a little bit of fear of what will happen if they express what's truly on their mind. And I think that's where this person fucked up. Because more than likely, if you're coming up as the Queen of Wands, everything I described about the Queen of Wands being like, hey, I'm going to do my thing. I'm going to be me. I don't really give a fuck if other people accept me, like me. That's really a true influencer. These fake ass influencers these days are not real influencers. People who are real influencers, trendsetters, healers, spiritual people who are really like connected with themselves and with God, they don't really give a fuck about what people think of them. More than likely, if there is any type of like hidden emotions or hidden feelings, it's because that person is intelligent enough and aware enough of their surroundings and people who they're around to know that not everybody's ready for that. So it's like, I think you showed who you really are. You revealed your true self to this person, and you gave to this person, and they were inconsistent with you. And you were like, okay, well, if you're scared of your family, your job, or your friends, or your church group, or your religion, or whatever the fuck, you're not the right person for me, because you're going to end up folding like a paper plane. You see this person as a con artist. You know, I just heard that. I fly like paper, get high like planes. If you catch me at the border, I got visas in my name. I can't remember, but she said, all I want to do is boom, 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 and cha-ching, and take your money. So maybe you felt like this person was a scammer. What's the Ten of Pentacles? Justice. Yeah, this person could have even been legally connected to someone. I don't think they're married. They might be, though. This person may have been going through a divorce or... What the heck? Who's crying? Girl. Something did not turn out the way this person wanted in their situation. They're disappointed with the results of something that they've been working on or investing in for a long time. Whatever this is did not turn out the way that they wanted it to. Seven of Pentacles. I feel like whoever this is felt like they were going to be shunned or embarrassed, kicked out, rejected, banished, exiled from whatever they were doing if they were to kind of like be around you. Chariot, Five of Wands, and the Magician. Yeah, you felt like somebody was causing some type of discord behind the scenes. Nine of Cups, Sun, Three of Cups, High Priestess. See, that's what I'm saying. It's like, you know, everything's going to turn out fine for you regardless. I'm hearing Mary J. Blige. Just fine, fine. Is that Mary J. Blige? Ooh. When I look at the and want to make the mirror. Yeah. Behind the scenes, you were happy, you were good. I don't know, maybe you didn't really like this person as much as they thought. Maybe you weren't as interested in this person as you thought you would be, or as they thought you were. Or maybe you just, got over the situation quicker than what they expected or what you expected. I feel like intuitively you felt happier single, or I don't know. It's something about how you weren't really pressed. But it's because you're not gonna force things. It's because if you want to go, you're going to go. If you want to stay, you're going to stay. No one can make you do anything you don't want to do. No one can force you to feel any type of way you don't want to feel. But what it is that both of you guys are not talking about, like, what's really going on. But it's interesting because the Magician and the High Priestess are on your side, and it's kind of like... It's kind of like the cards that came out for you as a reaction to what you felt was going on, or the reaction to what your intuition was telling you was going on. The World card, yeah, you were ready to do something new. You weren't really even attached to this person like that. So why do they feel unappreciated? Ten of Cups. I think that they had an idea of you, or they had an idea of like what they thought was going to happen in this connection that you didn't follow. You know what I also feel personally? This is my opinion, bitch. I feel like sometimes people have this illusion or this idea of who a person is, and that really messes up the reality of who you are. So if this person imagined you to be a certain way, they were only basing this interpretation off of bits and pieces of what they knew about you. It kind of feels like you didn't fit the ideal image of what they thought you would be. Yeah, so they were thinking about how something was going to turn out. They had their heart, their mind set on how you were going to be or how this was going to turn out. And because you're a human and not a robot and you're not fucking AI, you didn't respond the way that they expected you to respond. You didn't react the way they expected you to react. You didn't do what they were expecting of you to do or what they imagined that you would do. See? Wrinkling up my little thing. What's the star? Ace of Cups, Seven of Swords. Queen of Wands. Two of Pentacles, Page of Wands. Six of Pentacles. So this person, I feel like they are going to... Ooh. You're doing things to distract yourself from your feelings about this, though. Like, because if you're real with yourself, this situation may have, like, hurt you or kind of shocked you in a way where you're like, oh, okay. You know, like, kind of like a flashbang. Like bright lights or strobe lights where you kind of have to, like, close your eyes and shake your head a little bit because you get disoriented. I feel like that's kind of what happened. And you are ignoring your feelings and emotions about this situation, or you are focusing on forward progress, trying to move forward. You're trying to cheat. And I'm not talking about cheat on a person. You're trying to cheat the healing process. You don't want to deal with the emotions. You're just like, listen, fuck this shit. But you are trying to heal. It's like you're trying to expose the parts of yourself that need to heal in this situation. It feels like you've kind of like settled with what the outcome is. I feel like you're trying to decide like how you feel about this situation. And it kind of looks to me that you're choosing to take it as like a sign that you need to keep pushing forward towards what you believe and towards what you see as your ideal picture. This person may have felt like they have something going on with their family. With this unappreciated energy, like I said, they could have grown up in a family that was like, I don't know, they could have been through things that made them really need like this validation. Because I feel like they were ostracized by their family. Somehow, unbeknownst to you, you made this person feel like how their family makes them feel. But that's not your problem. With the Knight of Cups and the Eight of Wands, it feels like, honestly, it feels like things are speeding up in your life when it comes to what you want to manifest. This person could also be apologizing to you. There could be some type of DM or text message that's sent. I just want to see, what is this Three of Swords? The Tower. Yeah, so y'all's breakup hurt this person. Or this situation collapsing hurt this person. Why are they going to understand the Ace of Pentacles? Because this missed opportunity, I'm telling you. Because they feel like they missed an opportunity. They feel like they didn't act when they should have. So now they're going to take some type of action towards you. Because now they understand, like, there's something, I don't know what it is, Four of Pentacles. There's something that I feel has happened. I don't know if they lost a job or there's some type of financial instability. But there's something that they lack now that makes them understand what you were feeling or what your opinion was or why you said and did what you said and did. There's some type of lack in their life that has created this understanding of your experience that's making them now understand how you feel. I feel like this person definitely felt safe with you, but then they didn't. And it was very hurtful. You may have moved on from this person really quickly, but they still feel this inseparable feeling. Everything is fine. Yeah, but they're hurting. They're trying to heal too, but they need to heal. Whoever this is trying to like distract themselves from what they need to do to heal. What's the Two of Pentacles? The Death card. There it is. It's like you're trying to reaffirm the reality that you know is true about yourself in this process and not get swept up in emotions. It's not that you're ignoring your emotions, but you're trying not to get swept up and tied up and overwhelmed and swallowed up with emotions. Did you know that man stepped down from the church? I seen somebody make a video about him, and instead of calling him TD Jakes, they said TD Cakes. Swallowed up. Both of y'all are trying to act like you're not affected by this situation. We have the Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, Ten of Swords, Ten of Cups. So this ending affected both of you guys, but I think that this person is they're not being completely accountable right now. I feel like in the near future, maybe the next few months, the next 5 months or so, they're going to understand how you feel, because there's going to be something that happens to them where they're going to need help or they're going to feel insecure. They may lose a job. They may lose a family member. They may have some type of situation that transpires in their life that they didn't expect. They're going to be trying to hold on to what little they have, and they're going to understand like your side of the story, even though they're struggling to see your side of the story right now, because they're still stuck on how they feel. They're not thinking about how you feel. And to be honest with you, I don't think they're meant to. I think the situation was meant to show them that you can't just think about yourself. Anyway, chaos, clingy, trapped, glow up. See? At the bottom, masculine energy, authority, discipline, father figure. Today, good vibes, now, in the moment. So yeah, signs that are out here. Cancer, Scorpio, Libra, Taurus, Scorpio again, Leo, Aquarius, Gemini, Aries with the Magician, Cancer with the Chariot, or Aries, Pisces, Leo again, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio. Okay, a lot of Scorpio, a lot of Leo. A lot of Scorpio, a lot of Leo. And I would say definitely significant Taurus. Ooh, okay. So this person could be a father, or they could be an authority figure. This could be a platonic connection. You never know. But remember when I said this person may have been kind of clingy? It feels like they wanted to be distant and clingy at the same time. Chaos, upheaval, disaster, downfall. So there's some type of chaos going on in this person's life that they did not tell you about. Or there is some type of chaos that's going to transpire where this person is going to then understand how you feel. Clingy says old exes, dead relationships, old ways. Yeah. Trapped, stuck, no option, unforgiveness. That looks like a washing machine, bro. And glow up, new opportunities, new career, successful business. Wow. So this could be a situation where things are starting to pick up, which I said also with the Eight of Wands and the Knight of Cups. There could be things that are taking precedence over this connection to where you don't think about it all the time. There's a lot of stuff going on. I feel like there's a lot of new things happening for you because you got aces on your side. You got aces on your side. They got a lot of endings on their side. So while things could be ending in their life or ways of life, because we have the death card here as well, this is the thing. I feel like things are coming to a close for all of us. I feel like this is a time of transition for all of us. But I also feel that there are a few of us, few and far between in the collective, who have either experienced, how can I say this? We've either experienced more life, okay? Drake face ass. But like I said, you may, like with the Queen of Wands, Knight of Wands, it's like whatever endings are happening in their life, I feel like with the World card happening over here in your energy, you're dealing with endings too. You're dealing with transition too. The middle cards were the ones that had the Death card for clarification, Queen of Wands. So it's like there are things that are happening in this person's life when it comes to situations that are coming to an end that are also happening in your life. It's just it's like you have had enough experience in these types of situations where things end to trust your intuition, to not be afraid, to not catastrophize situations. Because I think this person is a little immature. I also feel like with this Magician and the Five of Wands, they created some type of drama for no reason. It's like they stirred up some drama for no reason. And you were like, nuh-uh, red flag. Chaos, Empress, Two of Cups, Four of Wands. So there could be a chaotic situation happening with this person's mother, their home, their relationship. Okay. This could be like you meeting someone and getting in a relationship could cause them some type of stress because they feel like that would be a disaster. Okay. Clingy, Six of Wands, Page of Pentacles. So they're attached to you because they feel like you have a potential to be successful or because they feel like your relationship will work out. Again, I feel like this person has imagined the relationship between you guys or how things would go before it happened. And they may have intuitive abilities to see the future, but they're not paying attention to the steps that it takes to get there. Oh, the other Ten of Swords right on top of the other one in the Fool card. Stop it. Trapped. The Fool and the Ten of Swords. It's like they're trapped between this feeling of knowing that something is over or knowing that something ended very badly and that it will be difficult to recuperate. They're stuck between that feeling and the feeling that they have of hopefulness that, oh my God, I know this is really shitty and I know I fucked up, but we're inseparable. And I know we're going to get back together, right? Like, they're trying to get rid of this feeling of being stuck. And you have unforgiveness with the forgiveness card. See, that's the problem. This person is not wanting to be in touch with their feelings. And I think some of you guys are just not wanting to deal with it because you know this person is not dealing with it. You're like, I know you're not dealing with it, so I don't even want to think about it because I know you're not understanding what the fuck is going on. Glow up. Ace of Swords, another ace, and the Eight of Pentacles. So some of you guys are about to get a contract. It could be a work contract. It could be the closing of some type of deal. This could be a new job for some of you guys. Some of you are focusing on a new project. Some of you guys are writers or creators when it comes to written or verbal communication. Some of you guys are artists and you send messages and speak through your art. What's today? The Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, and the Hangman. Yeah, so this person might be realizing today that you were the perfect match to their energy. All of these cards together, Three of Pentacles and the Hierophant, Five of Swords. We saw that at the bottom. Whoever this is very stubborn. I feel like whoever this is, with all this energy right here, it's like the glow up is the Three of Pentacles. The feeling stuck and the old things, the clingy energy with the old things, dead relationships, that's the Hierophant. And then the chaos is the Five of Swords, which also goes with the Magician and the Five of Wands. So it's like whoever this person is causing chaos in a situation because they can't recognize that the way they're used to things going and the way that they expect for things to go and the fact that they're not going that way is what's causing them to be uncomfortable with change and not allow for something different to happen in their lives. They're not realizing that they're pushing away this new experience in their life to basically stay in a situation that is kind of like outdated and that they're kind of tired of anyway. I know this man is loud out here, but that's what it is. It's like they're ready for a new experience, but they're fighting the process that takes them to that new experience. But they're about to realize, they're about to see you from a different perspective today, apparently. Somebody's phone is ringing. Oh no, that's the timer going off. Good Lord. I was like, what the heck? Anyway, let's get some advice right on time. Did I say what this person was going to do in the near future? What actions they were going to take? Yeah, let's see. I'm just going to shuffle the cards because I can't remember if I did that. I don't think I did. What action is this person going to take towards the collective in the near future? What action? King of Wands, Four of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, Page of Cups, Page of Swords, Nine of Pentacles. Yeah. They're going to come to you like a little child, like a little baby child. They know that you value yourself and you're not talking to them because you have self-worth. Queen of Pentacles came out, Queen of Cups came out, Queen of Wands came out. We have the Empress out here. It's like their worst nightmare is for you to find someone that matches your energy. You're very independent. They know you are. They want you because of that. They watch you and they imagine and think about like how it would be for y'all to be in a relationship. This person is very dreamy, very much so dreamy. And I feel like they could reach out to you and be like, hey, you know, what's up? How are you? Da 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 da. But I just think that they're like, yeah, devil. Wow. Very attracted to you. But I just feel like this person is not like courageous enough. Like this could even be somebody who is struggling to get over their past. Like if you don't have like a history with this person, this is someone who has like trauma from past situations that you may not want to really get too invested in, and that could have hurt them because they feel like you treated them like their family or whoever from their past. But what this person has to realize is that they're walking around as a grown person carrying all this weight and baggage from other situations, and they're not realizing that that is what makes people not want to kind of like, I don't know, deal with them, I guess. They may even see you as being kind of toxic because you're very independent. But it's not that you're toxic because you're independent. It's that they have a tendency to be clingy or want people to cling to them. And your independence would scare them in a way and threaten what they're used to. Again, they got to get out of their comfort zone. And they want to, but they're not doing things to support that desire. They say they want to get out of their comfort zone. They say they want to move forward, but they're not doing things to get out of their comfort zone and move forward. Even though they want to have a new experience, it's never going to happen because they're not doing things to support that. So that's why you guys have to remember, like I say all of these things, but you have to remember that the shoe can be on the other foot. The tables can be turned. The scenario can be flipped. If you want to get out of your comfort zone and you want to meet different people who are not like your usual type, you have to do things, whatever you manifest, no matter what it is. You have to take the action to support the things energetically that you want to manifest so you can match that energy. What's the advice? Do more to right. Do more to right? Wisdom? The fool doth think he is wise, but the wise man knows himself to be a fool. Yeah. Don't get too arrogant, y'all. Petrified wood, lost. It's only after we've lost everything that we're free to do anything. See? This person is going to lose everything that they think is... I don't want to say they're going to lose everything. Lord Jesus. I mean, I'm not finna, we gotta be real. We gotta tell the truth. We gotta say hard truth and speak facts. This person is gonna lose something that they value as important to realize how little it is important. They may have fallen from grace in some way, metaphorically, but they're about to lose everything that they feel like is important, that they kind of like, that they prioritized over things that spirit, God's source is trying to show them is really important. Don't be that bitch, okay? That's what spirit is telling you. Like, don't be like this person. Everybody who we meet is here to teach us something. And as we are here to teach them something. Don't get big-headed either in this reading and be like, that narcissist gonna lose everything. Get new vocabulary. Okay, bitch? Because that shit is real whack and played out and late and tired. Put it to bed. Because if your raggedy ass is rejoicing because somebody else is losing things and having to go through this difficult situation, bitch, fuck you. You can leave. I don't care. They're telling you not to be like this person. Turquoise. Happiness is when what you think, what you say, and what you do are in harmony. Bitch, did I lie? No, I did not. Please like and subscribe. Hype the video. Donate if you can. Venmo, PayPal, Zelle. It's really helpful if you guys donate because that helps the channel if you can. If not, just leave me a comment. Like the video. Hype it up. Subscribe. Book a reading. Whatever y'all want to do. Just know that we're all students and teachers at the same time. And whatever you can learn from this situation will benefit you in the long run. And that's it. That's all. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.